De'Aaron Fox and Zach LaVine trade grades. Who won the massive three-team deal? Less than 24 hours after what many considered the most shocking trade in basketball history, the NBA witnessed yet another blockbuster move on Sunday evening. De'Aaron Fox, who had been rumored as a potential trade target for the San Antonio Spurs last week, was ultimately included in a three-team deal that saw him head to San Antonio. This move solidifies the Spurs' future at point guard, as Fox is now poised to pair with Victor Wembanyama, creating an exciting duo for the franchise's future. On the other side, longtime Chicago Bulls guard Zach LaVine was sent to Sacramento, where he will look to help keep the Kings competitive in the Western Conference playoff race. For the Bulls, this trade didn't create a significant impact beyond moving off LaVine's contract, but it did bring the return of their own 2025 NBA draft pick, which had previously been held by the Spurs. San Antonio faced questions about whether Fox would be the perfect fit for their team, but the Spurs managed to acquire a player with all-star potential without sacrificing any pieces of their young core, including rookie standout Stephon Castle. Now, the Spurs will have Fox joining forces with Wembanyama, Chris Paul, Castle, Jeremy Sochan, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and other promising talents, all while maintaining their 2025 first-round pick from the Hawks. With Wembanyama already emerging as one of the most dominant two-way players in the league, this move positions San Antonio as a contender for years to come. Fox will bring a fast-paced, dynamic offensive presence to the squad without costing the Spurs' future assets. For Sacramento, the Kings likely knew Fox wasn't going to re-sign long-term and that he had a preferred destination in mind, limiting their leverage in negotiations. While the draft picks they received, particularly from Charlotte, hold some value, the heavily protected nature of those picks makes them closer to an additional second-rounder than a third first-rounder. Despite adding LaVine to the roster, the Kings don't suddenly emerge as Western Conference favorites, and LaVine's contract presents challenges for the front office moving forward. As for the Bulls, the primary goal of this trade was moving off LaVine's contract, which had long been available to interested teams. Chicago's most significant takeaway is regaining control of their 2025 draft pick, allowing them to pivot toward a potential rebuild while maintaining control of their lottery positioning. However, in terms of tangible returns, the Bulls essentially secured no first-round picks for LaVine, especially after failing to obtain any for Alex Caruso during the offseason. This could signal further moves in the Bulls' rebuild, with key assets like Nikola Vucevic and possibly Lonzo Ball likely to be moved in the near future.